Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Vintage Inspirations. I'm in the garden, but I'm not gonna do a garden tutorial. It's actually a cooking tutorial. I'm gonna be making chicken and mushrooms, and you need some herbs. So remember, I have that thyme, and I've cooked twice already, and keep forgetting to get the thyme. So I'm gonna grab some thyme. I got these little rusty clippers, which I really need to take my time and clean them. You see that? That's trifling. Yeah, I need to soak these in some hot water and then put some oil on them. And I ordered all my tools. I forgot this one and a couple of others. But okay, let me turn it around. By the grace of God, I was supposed to water the plants and the little fruits I have this morning, but then it rained like overnight. I was so happy, say, because you don't have to pay for water. Yeah. Oh, I got my door put in. Doesn't it look nice? The storm door. The guy finally came yesterday, and I gifted him a nice gift too. You know that those ladies that gave me those beautiful items for free, and they gave me that beautiful red and glass, like dip and chip bowl. He loved it. He was like, "Oh, this is beautiful. I never seen that." So I said, "It's yours. Take it." Because remember, I wanted to share those gifts. I wanted to maybe try to sell one, share one, and keep the rest, or maybe a family member wanted one. And he liked it. I wanted it to go to a good home because I really don't eat chips and dip. You know, it's fattening. So, and when I do, well, I guess I could have kept it for that, but he loved it, and I wanted it to stay with some. I didn't love that piece. Yeah, I loved the shelf in that folk art drawing. Yeah. So, well, actually, it's a painting. Yeah. So, he loved it, and I saw the laughter in his eyes. I said, "You can have it." Yeah. It's a friend of mine. I've known him from a long time ago. We used to work together. He has a beautiful wife, and he works, but he does this like on the side just for extra money, and maybe just to keep healthy. And I'm so happy I finally got it in. Yeah, I'm so happy I got it in. So oh, okay. I just go to talking. Let me turn around and show you the time that I'm gonna cut. There it goes right there. And remember, these things are growing. These peppers, I need to get them in the ground. See that? They're just growing beautifully. And everything's growing beautifully. You see that came back to life. Remember, it was wilting because it didn't have water. Yeah, once they get water, even those yellow, can you see right there, those yellow pansies? They came back to life. They just needed some water. And have a lot of peppers here. Where's the tomatoes? Oh, these two are the tomatoes. Wow, they actually grew. They weren't there like just like the day before yesterday I checked. Wow, that's amazing. You see that? Wonderful, wonderful. So I got to get that guy to come till a little area in the ground, divide it up a bit. So these haven't grown though. What did we put in here again? I think it was I don't even remember now. What did I put in here? Well, once it grows, we'll find out. But this one hasn't started germinating yet. I don't see anything. We'll give it some time. And that one's doing fine. Let's see if we have any strawberries. Oh yeah, there's a strawberry right there coming. You see that? It's beautiful. There's a few more here. Wow. Oh, there's a lot of leaves growing underneath. Wait. You see that? All those little leaves, and then there's another strawberry right there. Oh, that's a big one. Oh, that's gonna be red soon. Let's see what's going on in here. I don't see anything going on in there. This one's growing though. You see that? Oh, we got a lot of little bushes in there. See those little sprouts? When you have those little baby sprouts, you know it's growing. There's a strawberry right there. Beautiful. Beautiful. And I still got to get back to put some strawberries in there in that other hole. And I don't want to walk down, but I could see that one right there is growing beautifully. I can see a bunch of strawberries. And let's see the other one. I don't want to go down because I'm cooking and I don't want to stress my body out. Yeah, I see some. They're growing just fine. Okay. So the next time we come out here, most likely we'll be transplanting these. Yeah. I think I'm gonna put these in the front. They don't really go back here, you know? So I believe I'm gonna put them in the front. Well, how they don't look too bad. I just want something else out there. I don't know, maybe these are dying, they're turning brown. I don't know. I've had them for a year or so. They were quite expensive. It's pine. I need to put some degreaser on this, or maybe this goes in the wash machine. I'm not buying another one. Yeah, I'm not buying that. It happens from the winter time. Last summer I had cleaned it and it was like brand new again. Because I've only had this grill for 2 years, but what's underneath is just like brand new. So, but I'm gonna, when it dries up, I'm gonna put some degreaser on it and see if it'll rinse off. Because that's kind of gross looking, but. And there's the chair. I still have to get a pillow. I decided to put the other chair on my front porch because there was no space here for 2 chairs and I cannot get rid of my grill. So it's a small little Weber grill and I can't get rid of it. So yeah, so I just split them up and I from the start I said that the aqua didn't blend with the backyard, so I kept the black one out here, and then the front porch, this rail is white, so that aqua goes with that better. But let's go ahead and get some of this cut. And of course I can't cut with one hand. So I need to buy like one of those GoPro things, I think it's called, but they're quite expensive. But I'm gonna cut some of this. And I'm gonna cut it from down there. It's quite a lot. In fact, I might even put this in the ground at some point. Okay, so you see me back in the kitchen. Hi everybody. So like I said, I'm gonna be making chicken and mushrooms today. I think this dish goes with rice, but normally I just eat the veggies, just the peppers and the mushrooms and the chicken. But for some reason, I think I might make white rice. Especially because it's a video. I don't necessarily have to eat it. Um, so I have some Cornish hens. They're really cute little guys. I tend to buy them. They're easy to cut up, and they're great for bacon. You just got to clean them up a bit. I see a few feathers and some fat and stuff, so let's get started. Now, when I'm cutting chicken, I don't use my cutting board. I use a glass board. Yeah, I've had this for maybe a year. It's just a piece of glass. It's a cutting board. It has feet. And where did I buy this from? I believe it was Target. And I really don't use it much because I really don't cut meat up, especially when my son's not here. So you can cut a chicken any way you like. You can start down the middle. You can cut the legs off, the wings off. It's really no really way to do it. It's just to get it cut up. You could even pull it apart without a knife. But what I'm doing is plucking. I see a lot of feathers, and I'm trying to remove that first. Because once you cut it, it's hard to find those feathers. It's best to get them now while you can see them. And you can also burn these chickens, like especially if you have an outdoor area where you can cook, go at it, because it's so much easier. You can just burn the feathers off. I guess I can burn them under my fireplace. My mom used to do that. I mean, not the fireplace, on the eyes on the stove. My mom used to do that. She'd have us burn the feathers off the chicken wings, and she'd fry them up for us. Oh, those were so delicious. And I'm getting quite a few, so make sure you take them off. For some reason, they miss a few. They're the butchers. They miss some. See that's a big piece of feather. Wow, how'd they miss that? And a lot of times they're hidden in the wings. So now that I was out in the garden, I want to go back. I didn't even want to come inside. So that was a bummer. It's so nice to be out there, but it's really, really bright and sunny out there right now anyway. I couldn't do much in my crafting area unless I fry. I already got a suntan from sitting out there. I was just looking like a ghost, and I have some color now. See? Yeah, I got brown like overnight from being in that sun. I was just making a video saying how pale I was getting. Not anymore. Especially I'm going to be going outdoors more because of the garden, so. Can't wait to really get it started though. It's just in the beginning stages. Okay. And so I'm going to be cutting up the chicken now. So when I'm done, I have to sanitize all of this stuff, even the kitchen faucet, because I'm touching it. Yes, this bowl, everything, the knife, the cutting board. Oops. And now I'm going to have to definitely do the countertops too. So normally I like to cut it down the middle. And these are so little, they just kind of rip apart. This one still has ice in it. See, it's still ice. I don't know if you noticed, but this is a tip. When you cut your meat, don't throw it out completely. It's easier to cook, easier to cut when it's cold, when it has ice on it. That's how they do it at the in those big freezer departments at the butcher. Yeah, I didn't get a bag. Oh, I could use this. And my Kroger bag. You need something to put your fatty things in. Yeah, when you work at a butcher, when they prepare and cut meat, they do it in the when it's cold. Unless the machines are cutting it, that's different. And I do want to try and take a lot of the skin off. So I kind of want skinless chicken. Yeah. So there's the leg. There's the thigh and the leg. I'm gonna keep the thigh on the leg because it's so little. So little. So, see, there's the thigh and the leg. Then you have the breast right here. I'm going to take the skin off the breast. Then you have the breast and the wing. And I like to leave some of that backbone on it. That backbone gives it your sauce a good flavor. See that backbone? I like to leave a little bit of that on it. Yeah. I'm going to cut this wing off. There's the wing. And I don't know if you realize it, but you can actually peel some of the skin off the wing too. Yeah, they actually have machines. You know, if you need to watch some of these cooking shows from other countries, they have some amazing kitchen utensils that we don't even have here. Okay, and then we're gonna just continue this on the other side. See, this the backbone, and there's the other breast. I mean the thigh and the leg, and then the wing and the breast. Some people like to fry the backbone. My mother never did that, but when I would go to like a friend's house, they would be frying the backbones, and they were so delicious. So one day I asked my mom, could she do it? She was like, that's not good. That's not healthy for you. My mother used to cook extremely healthy. I guess that's where I get it from. Okay, so I'm trying to peel off some of this skin. See, I don't want the skin. It's just extra weight in my stomach. That skin does not digest inside your stomach as good as the chicken. And that's why they say skinless chicken is healthier without the skin. And if you like the skin, leave some. You know, it's not going to kill you. Leave some, but try and remove a little bit. You don't eat it all. See that? Yeah. It doesn't even look inviting, if you ask me. So this is the backbone. I don't think I'm going to cook it, though it looks so delicious. It's got meat on it. Yeah, that's good for your soup if you're making some soup broth, to go ahead and boil that up. And let's go ahead and cut this wing off. Now, if I had a whole chicken, it would have been so much harder. That's why I tend to try to pick these up when they have them fresh, because they're easier for me to cut. You know, I don't have a lot of strength. And I'm trying to cut some of this meat off the chicken there. I want to set my camera up on the other side because I'm right-handed, but there's a wall there, so I can't. It just doesn't work out. I hope you can see a little bit of what I'm doing. And I'm just pouring some of the juice off so it doesn't run on the floor. I don't feel like mopping. You know, it's bad enough you got to clean up all these utensils that we're using, and then the counter, and then the pots, but you don't want to be mopping too. So I try not to get that chicken juice on the floor. Okay, see how delicious they look? This is nice and fresh. I don't know if you tried Cornish hen. It tastes like chicken to me. It just has a better taste. You know, that's all I could say. And I'm just trimming these off, with taking the fat off. That's all I'm doing, just trimming them up. See? See the fat? And like I said, if you like fat, leave these little pieces, because, you know, then this way you can enjoy your fat. Yeah. Okay. So I think that's good enough. And not too big, not too small. Okay. So, oh, I forgot to mention, you know, it's early in the morning. And I shouldn't even be up. I should be in my bed relaxing, but I just couldn't sleep. So I said, let me go ahead and get this over with. And then this way I don't have to have breakfast. I can just have a brunch. I'm going to fry one of these. Yeah. Because why would I be cooking two? You know, it's just me in the house. So I'm going to fry one, and the other one's going to go with the mushrooms. I totally forgot to mention that. So we're going to do the same process. I'm going to cut it down the middle. In fact, I should have did this differently. You can cut the legs off. Let me show you. You can cut the leg off. And you can grab that wing. And just go ahead and get it cut off. And then you do the same thing to the other side. And get the leg. And then you have your breast. So it would have been like that had I not cut it. And then you would just cut your breast out. It's not hard at all. So my mom never really cut up a whole chicken. If she had a whole chicken, she just cleaned it and put it in the oven and baked it. I learned this from watching TV as I got my own apartment. When I got a little older. You know, I had my first daughter at a young age, and I had to prepare food for her. She needed to eat. And if you ask her now, she says I never supported her. But I cooked for her all those days. That's not support. You know, these kids, they are hilarious. They're really hilarious. They see other people's lives and then they reflect. I think that's what it is. But everyone has a different life, you know. So I gave my best. Okay, and then here are the thighs. Okay, that's one thigh. Oh, there's a lot of fat on that one. Just take it right off. Now, normally when I fry, I do like to leave a little skin, especially like on the wings, because it's just delicious. It really is. Sometimes it's best to find a bone and snap it and then cut. Because like I'm not feeling it. You don't want to cut the bone, you want to cut around the bone. Yeah, see, around the bone. Okay. And so you're supposed to fry this backbone, but I'm not. It's just not healthy. So this is the one that I'm going to fry. So you see I'm going to leave, this is the breast. I'm going to leave that. But I'm going to split the breast. Because I don't want to fry these for a long time, so I don't want any thick pieces. Yeah. The less you fry it, the healthier it is. That's all I can tell you. The more you fry, the less healthy it is. These wings, I'm just going to tuck, make sure all the feathers are off. And I'm going to tuck. You know what? I didn't even clean the feathers off of this one. I totally forgot. That's why I'm seeing some now. So I got to go back and check. Oh, no. Wait, didn't I do it? Didn't I do both of them? I could have sworn I did. Yeah, okay. Maybe I just didn't see those. You can tuck that wing underneath. So when it's frying, it'll stay together like a wing. And like my son's generation, they don't know what a wing is. But this is actually a wing. Yeah. So like when he buys his when he orders his chicken wings, he loves lemon pepper wings and hot wings. He orders them. It's a place called American Deli and other places. And I asked him, save me a wing. He'll save me one piece, like a drumette. I'm like, that's not a wing. A wing is the whole entire thing. It's two parts of that wing. You know, the drumette. This is the drumette. And then this is the wing. And this is the tip. So I asked him to save me a wing because I don't eat much. He'll save me one piece, like just that. I'm like, where's my other part to my wing? He said, Mommy, you asked me to save you a wing. I said, look, Buster, that is not a wing. A wing is the whole entire thing. This is a wing. But you know, this generation, they had hot wings. So they don't know what wings are. They started chopping wings up. How many years now they started chopping wings up? I'm going to say about a good 10 years, right? Maybe a little longer. I don't know, but yeah, maybe about 12 years. But you know, when I was growing up, they didn't chop wings up. Even when they made teriyaki wings, like the Asian at the Chinese restaurant, they still had the wing like this, the whole wing. Yeah. So I'm going to leave that on the leg as well. This Cornish hen was in great shape. No, hardly any fat. That was amazing. So I don't want to mix these chickens up. So I'm going to clean this one off first. And you need to use cold water. I need to wash my hands really quick though. Because I need to grab another bowl and I don't want to get the chicken on my cabinet. Remember, when you're dealing with poultry, you have to be extra careful. Because it has salmonella poison. And then I gotta clean my soap off. So that's what I'm doing now. Because you could even leave that chicken on the soap, and that's just not good. That's another tip. When you washing your hands with soap, rinse your soap off once you're done. A lot of people don't use bars of soap anymore, but I love them. Especially that one, it smells so good. It's like sage and eucalyptus. It's very organic soap. It smells so delicious. I love it when I'm in the kitchen, especially that it gets that chicken smell out your hands. And you know I use a lot of garlic, so I love when it takes that garlic smell out. But I do keep pumps in the bathroom because the bathroom is really unsanitary, so I do keep pumps in there. Although I keep hand soap in there too, I just love it. And what am I doing? I need another bowl. Yeah. Puts all the way down. Okay. Here's a little one. I'm going to use that. I think it'll hold it here. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So let's go back to the cold water. Let's finish rinsing this stuff off. I want to cut these wings so they could cook better in the mushroom sauce. Where's the other wing? Yeah, I'm going to cut them. And when you're cleaning your chicken, make sure you scrub it a bit inside where little blood things are. Yeah. And I'm still peeling off some of the skin off the leg. Looks like it wants to come off. You could even do this for these little tips. You just chop them off. It comes right off. You have to chop it off. It's hard to cut it. Here's the other one. I'm going to leave the other one. I like the flavor. You know, it gives flavor, those little tips. It's a bone in there, so it gives flavor. So I took one off just to show you, but I'm going to leave the other one. Okay. I normally just rinse it twice. You can do it as many times as you want. Or some people don't clean their chicken. Yeah, some people don't clean it. Some people put it in vinegar and lemon, and they have all type of things that people do. You know, because they clean this chicken already, you know, at the place of manufacture. So you really don't have to clean it. But I always clean mine. Don't ask me why. Yeah, I always do. You know, I just noticed I didn't leave any of that backbone on here. Sometimes you have this white slimy stuff that's in here. Remove that if you can. I want a piece of the backbone to fry. Oh, I didn't get any. You know, it's good to crunch these little crunchy things when you're frying them. I think I'm going to take a little piece and fry it. Got to decide which piece. I think this one. Okay, I'm going to do that one. I was supposed to leave a piece attached to my breast. So when you're cutting it, try to leave a little piece attached to your breast. Was I done cleaning this? Let me do it one more time. I lost track. And you can tell when it's time to stop cleaning, the water runs clear. Okay, now I'm going to switch back to the hot water. I'm going to wash my hands one more time. I'm going to put a little soap on my cutting board and knife just so it can start sitting so it'll be easier to clean. And that soap will run down and cover up the whole cutting board. That's the chicken that we don't want. Now if you're going to do a soup, you can just boil this. Okay, what are we doing next? I think we'll season these up. I'm still having a lot of water coming out. You want going to try and get rid of the water. Okay, let me make sure these are in the shot. We're going to get these seasoned up. We'll do the fried chicken first since that's right there. Let me get, I think I pulled out what I need. Yeah. So, I'm going to sit these here because I didn't clean the countertop. And you know what, let me go ahead and do that real quick. Because that chicken juice, when I was cutting it, dripped. I don't want that on my seasonings. I'm really particular. I'm not too clean, but I don't know. Everyone says I'm really picky. I don't know. So I'm going to use a little Creole seasoning. Normally people use seasoning salt, but I don't have any, so I'm substituting. And this is just like All Bay. So I could have used the All Bay or this, but I just grabbed this. Okay? This is the one that I'm frying. When you're frying, you should use seasoning salt. I never buy seasoning salt. Now, when my son's in the house, he loves that seasoning salt, so he will pick it up when he goes to the store. I'm going to have a little bit of Xanarin's cayenne pepper. I want spicy fried chicken. So I'm going to be eating this chicken with my salad. So I want it to pair nice with the salad. I'm going to have a small piece of chicken, a little red crushed pepper. And I'm going to get some paprika. Some black pepper. I like a lot of black pepper. In fact, I should crush up some of the whole pieces that I have, but I don't think I feel like doing that. You can just crush it. You put it in something and then just take like a mallet, a kitchen mallet, of course, not your tools, but you can use your tools too because it'll be in something. And the pepper's going to give it a good flavor. Okay, and I guess I'll put a drop of salt. And my salt is about finished. I was supposed to pick one up. I totally forgot. See, it's finished. There's a few more rocks in there. Okay. And then we have to mix. I'm going to mix after I put the season on this one because I don't want to get that chicken all over my season. So this is the one that we're doing with the mushrooms. So I'm going to put a drop of salt. It's barely coming out because there's hardly nothing in there. I have to make sure I pick that up on my next. Although I do have some salt in my corn shaker. And I like a lot of pepper on this one too with the mushrooms. But I'm not going to put too much because I have these peppercorns and I can use that in here because it's going to be a different cooking method. Yeah. You can't fry these. I guess they would just go in the oil. That might be a good idea to flavor the oils. But no, it might burn. I don't know about that. I guess you can do, but you'd have to fish them out because once they burn, they'll mess up your grease. And then, I normally like to use herbs in this mushroom and chicken dish. So normally I use like a basil, but I have Italian seasoning. So I'm going to put a little bit of that. And then I got that thyme. That's coming up. And I got a little bit of ground cumin. Just a little bit. Cumin is very potent. You go like in a Thai restaurant, you smell something that's cumin. It's very strong. What did I do with my thyme? Oh, here it is. I collected it. See, there it is. It's so fresh and delicious. You see that? It smells so good. Oh my gosh, when I was cutting it, I just loving the smell. So, I guess I need to clean them. Oh, I use this. This is a little gadget that I picked up, but it's a lettuce spinner. But this isn't the bowl that it came in. My daughter took the bowl. Well, I gave her some food to take home, and I thought I had this, but I had the bowl to this. So I gave her the storage container thing. You see it? With the top. And it's actually the same size because that's why I didn't notice it. So ever since then, I just kept these. You know, I have metal ones too, but I like this one too because it's kind of small and convenient, like for something like this. This, if you could, um, um, you know, if you don't have, I have a new subscriber who's commenting. I forget her name. I'm so sorry, but she says she lives in an apartment, but you could do herbs like this, my dear. Yes, you can, and it will. This is just as fresh. You know, get something fresh into your diet. So of course I'm going to clean it in cold water. And just put enough to cover the top. And then I like this because it drains. Yeah. Okay. And how I'm going to remove it is, let me show you. Get one big one. I showed you this before. You go reverse. You go, it ripped off. I guess because this is mine. It's not as firm as the store. But you see how it came right off? Yeah. Perfect. I'm not going to do them all because I want some to add in after I do the cooking. You know, you want some fresh thyme in there. Yeah. And then some that you can't backtrack, you pick. And so you can toss this. You can cook with this. This has flavor. It has a lot of flavor. You can cook with it, but if you're going to cook with it, try to leave it whole so you can pick it out. So we'll keep that one in there, okay? In fact, we'll keep one in there like that has the leaves on it. It's even better. So a lot of people, they just bunch these together and stick them in their sauce. But I like to eat the leaves, so that's why I like to peel them off. I like to do both. I like to leave them whole for a lot of flavor from that stick. But I also like to take them off like I did here. So you can get that, you can actually eat it, digest it, because you're not going to eat this. You're going to toss this, and then you're missing out on all these nutrients that God has given you, especially if you get it out your garden. I'm so glad I remembered today, because every time I keep cooking, even I made like an omelet the other morning, I could have put a few pieces of thyme in there. I forgot, yeah. Okay, so everything looks delicious. That looks yummy, yummy, yummy. And this one looks yummy for the fried chicken. So, what are we doing next? I need to get stuff sliced up, so I need to move this. I'm going to mix these with a spoon. I don't want to even get it back in my hands. I'm going to mix these up well. And I'm going to wash my hands again and then wash this area really good. And then I'm going to cut my veggies. I'm going to be getting onions, peppers, the mushrooms, of course, and whatever else. Oh, garlic and maybe a piece of ginger, just a small piece of ginger. I think I might need a little bit of more season on here. I don't want this salty. I just want it flavorful and spicy. I don't like the salt. So I'm definitely not going to put no more salt. No, it looks spicy enough. I don't need any. Now that I'm spinning it around. I think it's just perfect. Yeah. Maybe you can add, I might add a little bit more paprika, a little more cayenne pepper. Okay. So, I guess I can leave the camera running. Yeah, if you don't like this part, just go away and come back. Go make a sandwich while I set up for the next shot. I'm just going to use the soap. I don't feel like pulling out any cleaning supplies, you know. The Dawn soap has antibacterial in it. It will kill whatever chicken stuff is on it, you know, that salmonella. And I'm going to wash these again. I'm just trying to get that salmonella off. You don't want to just sitting and hanging around in your cutting board. And that's another tip. Don't cut chicken and leave your cutting board overnight. Never. This is like an immediate process. You need to get that salmonella off all your surfaces in your cutting board. So I may not clean this until tomorrow, but I've given it a good soak where it's okay. I want some really hot water. I mean, it's hot. It's pretty much burning my hand. Okay, that's a great clean. And I'm going to give this a wipe too a little bit. But when I do the dishes, I'll clean everything over. And as you saw, I had a bandana on my head. I normally, when I'm cooking, I always like to cover my hair. My hair is so curly and it'll be everywhere. I'm gonna get a little stone and sharpen my knife. Okay. I didn't want to leave it running. I had to use the restroom. And I don't know if you can hear or not, so I didn't want that in the cooking tutorial. Okay, let's try to get this back. It seemed like it got so dark in here. It could just be me. Okay. So I just grabbed one of my rocks and run it under like more cold water. I'm just trying to graze it a bit. Okay. So what did I say? I need mushrooms. Have these delicious mushrooms. You see, this mushroom season because they are extremely fresh. Yeah. And piece of ginger, piece of garlic. You see why I washed the countertop and everything? Because I need to put everything down. I hope I'm not leaving anything out. Got some onion. And I got these from a friend out her garden. It's amazing. So they are delicious. I had one in my salad. And I got these from the store, though, these peppers. So what I just realized is I need that bowl. That's why I brought that bowl out to rinse my mushrooms and stuff. So I'm going to put that thyme on a plate so I can get my bowl back. Yeah. I think I should have grabbed some more thyme, but I don't ever want to go back outside. So see, I'm going to rinse my peppers off. I'm going to use a little piece of this ginger. So I'm going to rinse that off. And I always use cold water, always. excuse me. So like the last 4 cantaloupes and pineapples I bought have been disgusting. So it's just not those seasons, so I'm not going to pick them up anymore. Like the berries are fresh, the grapes are amazing at this time of the year. So I'm just going to, I don't really like grapes, but that's, you know, you got to buy what's in season. You definitely have to buy what's in season. And it's definitely not those pineapples and those cantaloupes. They've been so horrible. And they're so expensive, so I'm not going to waste my money anymore. In fact, let me rinse these again. I'm busy talking. I need to rinse them again. It'd be like dirt in here where the stem is. In there. Okay, these are nice and clean. And I'm going to grab my mushrooms. And it's best to clean these before you slice them. Because once you slice them and you put them in water, they tend to rip and get soft and mess up. So, and I want a lot of mushrooms. That's why I bought that big pack. Yeah. In fact, I should have bought some of that Alfredo sauce. It pairs really nice with this. But I'm going to tell you why I didn't get it. Well, this is a nice big one. I'm going to tell you why I didn't get it. Because it's too fattening. It's bad enough I'm eating tons of, you know, chicken and vegetables. Yeah, so you have to be careful. And these you pretty much just cleaning the top. There's really never no dirt on the bottom. And I think you must always clean your mushrooms. They always have dirt on it. I mean, I wish you could see the water. It's just too heavy for me to bring over there. Make sure you use cold water. And mushrooms tend to float on top, so just push them down and, you know, give them a rinse. The top, you have to like use your hand because that dirt will stick. So you have to use your hand. Do it gently, not to rip. These portobello mushrooms are very, very gentle. So you have to be real careful with them. A gentle toss. And then we'll just let that drain off as we're cutting other things up. Okay, I never rinse my onions off because you're going to peel them. Yeah, just like my garlic. I used to rinse my garlic off, but it makes it soggy and then it's hard to peel, so I don't do that anymore. So, let's get these peppers chopped up. How do I want to chop? And of course you can't see because I'm right-handed. I'm sorry. And we'll try like this. I'm trying to think what kind of slices do I want. Maybe thin slices will be good. And I don't have any bonnet pepper. They didn't have any. That's why I bought the jalapeno. I forgot to mention that because I never use jalapeno peppers, guys. Yeah, I always use the bonnet peppers, but they didn't have any. In fact, they had a few, but they were too squishy. They were old. So I grabbed, I have to have something. I love spice. So then I got some jalapeno. And I love these on top of my salad raw. They are delicious. People say they're hot. They're not hot if you take the seeds out. I can't express that enough. And this is poblano pepper, sorry. Yeah. And soon we'll be able to get peppers out the garden. It's just a matter of time. That should be enough. I think that's enough. Yeah. I love peppers. That's enough. That should be enough. Some people peel their ginger. I like to peel if it's real nasty and dirty looking, but if it's fresh looking like that, I just leave it because that's, to me, that's where the flavor is in the skin. So. And I most always dice this really tiny because I don't like to bite into big pieces of ginger. It's just not inviting at all. Especially for somebody who's never tasted ginger. They bite into a piece of ginger, they be like, what is this? It'll mess up their appetite. Yeah. So it's best to, even if you can put this in a juicer, it's even better. Yeah. So actually you can put all this in a juicer and then just add the sauce to your meal. Man, matter of fact, we may just do that. Don't want to do that. I haven't done that in a while. You put all this in the blender and then you just add to your meal. It's so delicious. But it's normally I do that when I have those Scotch bonnet peppers. Oh my gosh, especially those green ones. It makes a beautiful green sauce. Yeah. So you give it a whack to take the skin off because I do have new subscribers. That's my little tip. A beautiful young lady taught me that years ago in New York. She's Dominican, and she used to cook me some amazing dishes. Oh my God, I couldn't even speak. Couldn't even speak. I talked about her before. I don't even remember her name. That's when my daughter's about 33, I think, and or 32. I lose track. She could be 30. I think 32 or 33. She just had a birthday, and I'm thinking she was around 2 or 3 years old. And so I don't even remember the lady's name because she had left. She left the building. It was a building. She left. Her husband was beaten up on. It was so sad. And she had his newborn baby and another little girl. And that's how we met because when I would go outside, she'd be out there pushing her stroller with her little girl. And then my daughter and her little daughter would like to play a little bit, you know? So that's how we became friends. And then she was like, come over, I'll cook. And we could have a play, like a play date with the kids. She was such amazing fun. I gave my daughter a birthday party and she came ahead of time and helped. And she came with her babies and she carried one on her front and the other one she made sit. And she helped, she cleaned, she mopped. She set up most of the stuff for the park. Just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful lady. Some of these other cultures, they just have amazing people within their cultures. You can't discriminate. Every culture has their good and their bad. You cannot discriminate. Every culture has good and bad. And I want some more garlic. I love garlic. In fact, let me show you something. I tend to pick these up because I don't like to chop too much. I always keep these. I don't even know why I put this one in the refrigerator. I normally don't put things in the refrigerator until I open it. But I don't know, should I take it out now? It might be too late. I already made it cold. But these are amazing. I never get the big one because they go bad and I don't cook that much. So I try to find these little ones. They didn't have this one, so I had to get this size. But this stuff is delicious. I don't know about those other brands. I tried the organic one. I didn't like it. So this is Spice World. It is delicious, 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 and it's very affordable. So I might as well just use the rest because there's a little bit left. And I knew it. That's why I picked up another one. If you have a big family, get a big one because you will use that. You're going to fall in love with it. So you're going to use a lot. Yeah, so when she invited me to her house, I asked her, did she want me to help her cook? She was like, yeah, you could chop this. And then I was sitting there peeling the garlic. She says, no, let me show you a trick. I was like, you got to be kidding me. All these years I've been peeling garlic. My poor mother. My mother peeled garlic. She never chopped that skin off. So much easier. And I know I've taught a couple of you guys that tip because a lot of people don't know that tip. Well, maybe now because of social media, And you can slice this, dice it, however you like. It doesn't matter. So we're going to slide these over. In fact, let me get a plate. So I'm going to put these back in the refrigerator. I should have bended that. You don't want them sitting out, because this stuff has to stay refrigerated. And if you sit it out, it can lose some of its life. So we'll put that right back in. And did you see how many I took out? And you see how many's left? This is a nice size pack. And I slice them fresh in my salad too. Remember, these things, if you don't cook them, they're all better. The ginger, everything. The garlic, the peppers, the mushrooms. If you eat them raw, it's so much better. So do a salad. Don't forget. Don't forget to do a salad. And yes, sliced mushrooms on a salad is delicious. Delicious, delicious. It will blow you away. I always cut my onions last. Always. Because that'll gonna make, if you cut your onions first, then you're going to be crying throughout the whole cutting ordeal. And put this stuff back. So always cut your onions last, because that onion juice will stay in your cutting board, and as you're cutting your mushrooms, you still have that onion in there. And I want these thinly sliced. Can you see? Oh no, I dropped my onion. Can you see? I want them thinly sliced. That's why I sharpened my knife. And you always have that piece at the end, and you can just slice that up or just leave it. You can cook these whole if you want. Something about sliced mushrooms, they have a beautiful taste. I tend to slice them up. And like I said, if you're not watching your weight, go ahead and add that Alfredo sauce. I don't know, do you guys know about Alfredo sauce? It's where they sell like the spaghetti sauce in that section. It's a white creamy base. It pairs so well with mushrooms and garlic and chicken and peppers. Oh my God, it's amazing. But I didn't buy it because it's, it has a lot of calories. But if you're not watching your calories and you want some extra taste, please add that to this dish, because it will blow you away. And so what we're going to do is we're going to cook that chicken. We're going to brown that chicken first and then take it out the pot. And then we're going to saute these up in that same pot, because we want that flavor from the chicken. So I'm going to cook the chicken almost completely, because then once I put the chicken back in, I only want to cook it for a few minutes just to bring everything together. And normally if I have a few small mushrooms, I'll just leave them whole. And I'm doing a lot of veggies because I will not be eating all that chicken. Most of that chicken is just for flavor. I'm going to eat all the vegetables. Okay. So there we go. Oh, we got to do the onion. Yeah, we got to do the onion. We can't forget the onion. I dropped one. It was way over there. No need to rinse, because I'm going to peel the skin. And once I peel the skin, I'm going to give it a slight rinse. It's kind of tough. You don't know when to stop it. As long as you still have that, let me show it to you. See that sticky stuff in there? You peel that off. You don't want that. Yeah. That would be great for soup. Those pieces that we just peeled off, great for soup. And of course, I'm going to just slice this. Thinly slice. You could dice them too. That would make a nice bite. Okay, I'm going to dice this piece like into quarters. See? Perfect. Maybe another quarter. Yeah. So we have some of each. I like both bites. You know, depending on how you cut this is how it tastes in your mouth. I don't know if you realize that. So the more you cook, the more you find out how you like things sliced. Especially, it varies from meal to meal. And we're going to need some more onion. I don't want that to fall. I'm going to need more onion in that. These are some little guys. They smell delicious. I think I could plant a couple of these and we could grow onions, if I'm not mistaken. Or do you have to plant the whole onion? I'm not sure. I'm going to Google. If I could plant those scraps. I'm like, you know what? In fact, I need to plant a couple of these. I have quite a few. It's about 8. I need to plant a couple so I can grow some. Yeah, I'm going to pick out whatever I think might be in worse shape. Because one just now when I checked it was a bit soggy. I'm going to go ahead and plant that one. So I only want half of this. And I'm just going to dice it up just to make it easier. This is out of someone's garden. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. So that's all our veggies. Got our mushrooms, our garlic and ginger, finely diced, our pepper sliced. Remember that was poblano pepper and jalapeno pepper. And then we have our diced and sliced onion. This is delicious. This is what you want in every meal. Veggies. Remember I told you it's so important to put veggies in your meal. And then we have those herbs too. And then you know, we also use some dry herbs, which is Italian. So that's good too. Okay, I'm gonna stop the film because I got to move the plug and turn the camera and all of that. So we'll wind up. Wait, what are we winding up now? What are we doing? Yeah, we'll wind up at the stove. Okay. I had to rest for a while. I cleaned up those onions and stuff, and I had to rest for a while. I think I need to make this a little taller. What part are we doing first? We're doing this one. Okay, let's move over some. Okay, that's a good shot. So I have my rice boiling. It's just regular white rice. I think it's called China doll. Yeah. I'm getting a little famished. It's a bit hot, so I grabbed a fan. You know, I have like all the lights on. The ring light is really, really bright. So, but you have to do that so you guys can see a beautiful image. You know, I keep forgetting I have this. It was on top of the refrigerator, but I put it here. And you know, you could use this for your peppers, your ginger, and your garlic. I keep forgetting to use it. I don't know why. I used to use it all the time. That's a great substitution for what we just did. You can put your onions in there and smash it all together. And this is good too for cutting up those Cornish hens. That would have been easy. You can use that too. That's another alternative. And I don't know if you know that this part in here, that's for your seafood, for your crabs and lobster. Yeah. Okay, let's get started. I really wanted to wait till later, but I'm feeling a bit famished, you know. I got up early and I haven't eaten. I think I'll be okay. Okay, let's get this pan hot. Turn it on. Okay. Some drop of olive oil. Oh man, I wasn't supposed to use the olive oil. I just remember I need to use some butter. I totally forgot. Well, it's too late. And maybe I'll just pour it in here with the chicken. Yeah, because I'm going to be frying the chicken. So. Yeah, I want to cook the chicken in butter. That's going to give it a nice, creamy, delicious taste. And then the dish won't be so greasy because you have to cook those mushrooms in oil because they'll just suck up the butter. So they cook up better in oil. And I'm cutting very thin. So I think maybe one more would do. So I think altogether that was about maybe 1 tablespoon of butter. Because you see how thin it is? Yeah. Turn this fire up a bit. Okay. And like I said, if you can go outside and cook, go at it. The food tastes so much better if you can cook outside. Excuse me, I tend not to do it because I don't have help. And I can't carry all these things out there and then cook and then clean up and carry things back. I just can't do all of that. Get nice and toasted. Then we're going to add our chicken. And I try to keep my utensils right here in a jar so they're very close by. Just going to plop the chicken in there. And I do have this on a high heat. And I forgot to take out my smoke detector, so I'll be right back. I know one day it's going to catch me. You guys are going to hear that siren. Let me go put it on. Once I got to fry that chicken, it will definitely go off. Yeah. You don't want to crowd your pan either, but this is just enough. I'll be right back. Here's my steps. I'll go ahead and grab some water. Hopefully that'll make me feel better. And like I said, I want these to cook almost completely. Because once I put them in with the veggies, I don't want to cook too long. Does anyone else have that issue? When you cook, your smoke detector goes off. It's so annoying. I don't know if they put it in the right place, but I guess the house is just small. In fact, they did put it in the right place because it's by the bedroom, and that's the most important. I was supposed to put paprika on here. I forgot, because you want that nice red color. Oh, it might be too late, but I won't be able to mix it in. It's going to fry up, but that's okay. I forgot about that. You want that nice color. And you can make this dish with noodles too, especially if you're going to use that Alfredo sauce. Yeah. Gonna add a little bit more butter. I'll turn it down just a bit. I don't want the pot to burn, you know? When you're cooking with butter, you have to be careful that the pot don't burn. I'm just kind of poking through the legs a bit. I normally cut the legs. You know, the legs are thicker, so you want to take your knife and cut through it a little bit so it can cook. I forgot to do it, so I was just kind of piercing it with these tongs. Okay, stop burning at least. When you're making a gravy out of your pot, the same pot, you don't want it to turn black. Now, if you're grilling and it turns black, that might be good because that's nice and tasty. But I'm sure it's not too healthy. I'm going to turn this down. It's just cooking too fast for me. Look how tiny that wing is. That thing is tiny. It's almost shrunk in the pot. I could smell that cumin, that black pepper, the thyme leaves with the butter. It smells amazing. Oh, I forgot to mention I set this on a timer. So when that thing beeps, the rice will be done. And I made a small 1 cup of rice because I don't want to be eating rice. It's very high in fat. You can even add some potatoes to this if you like. Um, Maybe a slice of cabbage. So now the chicken breast cooks really quick in the wings, so I'm going to go ahead and pull those out. And we'll let the legs go a few more. See how it's cooked? That's cooked. We'll let the legs cook up a bit more. You gotta be careful, you don't want this pot to burn. Turn it down. I love the thigh. I don't like the leg. The leg is not my favorite, but I love the thigh and the chicken breast. Those are my favorites. I like when I bake my chicken and I eat the thigh. Oh, it's delicious. A lot of people don't like the thigh. They don't know what they're missing. You must just, maybe you've never tried it. It's amazing. Okay, I think these are done enough. I don't want to cook them all the way through. And now we're going to add a drop of oil. You see we have all that good, that's the good stuff right down in the bottom of the pot. And now we're going to add our mushrooms. Let me turn this heat up a bit. I know that these mushrooms are going to suck that oil right up, so I know I need to add a little bit more. Maybe you can add some more butter. It's nice to use your smock because you can have a towel right there for convenience. Oh wow, see that quick the bottom was trying to burn. Oh no, I didn't even notice that. Turn this fire down some. I'm going to add a drop of water because I don't want to put any more oil. I really don't. When you put a drop of water, it'll swell them down for you a bit. Thank God I checked. The bottom was just about to burn. I saved it. Oh my gosh. Mushrooms absorb whatever you put in the pot. It's so complicated. And now I'm going to turn it up. And it's good to keep a cup handy because you always need water when you're cooking. At least I know I do. Although I don't want these to steam, but I don't want them to fry and be burnt. You know, we want to like saute them and sweat them down. So that's why I put a drop of water just to loosen up some of the oil that is sucked up. It just came right out. If you could see, the oil went right back in the pot. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to rest a bit. I have my cute paisley shirt. So cute. This is Ralph Lauren. It's so soft. I love wearing Ralph Lauren. It's so comfortable on your skin. The way they make their clothes, it's so fashionable. So fashionable. See how that is? It's so cute. There's no button. Just wear it like that. It's so comfortable and soft. It feels like pajamas. Oh, and it's paisley. If you don't know about paisleys, these prints, yeah. Paisley been around since the Egyptians and I think the cavemen. I would have loved to live with the cavemen. They seemed so fun. They were so masculine. These guys now, some of them you can't tell if they're girls or men. And no, I'm not talking about like homosexual. I'm not talking about that. Just regular men. They're not like strong like they used to be back in the day. They can't do this, they can't lift that, you know. It's so sad. Most of the males that I know, they rather pay somebody to do stuff. They don't even know how to paint. I mean, it's so sad. When you had the cavemen, they carved stone, they built houses, they made all their tools and pots out of stone. Like they stayed up all night and just worked all day and night. And not these men these days. They don't want to lift a finger, especially with social media. They'd rather be sitting down on social media. I think my son's going to be like that. He don't like to lift a finger. He's going to get him a really good job once he graduates college. He's going to pay for everything. I already know. And I know he's going to live in a condo because he's not going to want a house because it's too much work. I already know it. I already know it. Yeah. Okay, at this point I'm going to add all of the rest of the ingredients. This looks delicious. You know, you can just make the meal without the chicken if you like. So I'm mixing these because I want the onions and the peppers to cook as well. So I want some of those to get on the bottom so they can get cooked. And now you guys know that I do not like my own vegetables cooked that much. I might as well just use all of this if I can get it out. peel my thyme. While we're waiting for that to sweat up a bit. This thyme smells delicious. And even though you're pulling things out your garden, still, give it a rinse because you may have squirrels and stuff roaming around, especially at night. You don't know what's going on. Possums, all type of things come out at night when you live in a house. There used to be a possum. I haven't seen them, but I haven't been out at night. When my son's home, I would normally go pick him up, at night he would go to events, or like he used to play basketball. They stay out late for basketball. Things like that. They always had events at his school. So we would be out. I have to go pick him up sometime at night, or I'd be with him, and we come back in at night together. So I would see those possums. They are huge. I guess they're still there, but I don't see their droppings anymore. So maybe they have gone. And it could be because they've been doing a lot of renovating over here. So I'm going to leave some. When I do leave sticks, I try to leave the thinner ones because you can even eat them. The rice is done. Okay. So when your rice is done, ooh, I turned the wrong fire off. Okay. When your rice is done, you want to move it off the fire immediately. And I wish this didn't have so much water in it because it's kind of like, I want it to brown it a little bit, but it's all good. Okay. So at this point, we're going to put our chicken back. So you see that? That looks delicious. And we've just been building flavor like crazy. We started with the chicken. I'm going to tuck these in, especially these thighs and these legs. Put those right in the center, tucked in, because you want that to cook. The breast is cooked already, and these wings are pretty much cooked. So. Peppercorns, and you see how that paprika colored the whole dish, and then the mushrooms just added another layer. I think I added like 7 of these. These are peppercorns, black peppercorns. I get these from the Asian market. They have lots of Asian markets here in Atlanta, Georgia. Of course, it's not where I live, and these are just some chives, just for some extra flavor. I really didn't need to put any in there. In fact, I should have put some on top, and I'm going to add a little bit more of that paprika to bring in a little bit more color. Put my thyme leaves in, and then we're ready to just let this cook a bit and turn this fire down some. I wonder if I need to add some water, maybe a little bit. Let's add a little water. In fact, I'm going to add water to this because you have that flavor from the chicken. Even though we had that raw chicken in here, it doesn't matter because everything that's going in the pot is being cooked. And I forgot I wanted to add a little soy sauce, very drop, because this stuff is salty. So you have to be careful. I do not want a salty dish. Sometimes I mess up with that soy sauce, so I learned my lesson. I really have. And I buy the less sodium kind. It's still salty. It's still salty. Find a piece of thyme. Let me see my fire. Turn it on medium-high heat. Try to make cleanup so easy for me. And you want to fluff your rice. Get a little fluff. It's even good to take it out this hot pot, but I'm not going to do that. So fluff your rice with a fork. I'm going to give this a little stir. Turn my chicken breast over. No, I'll leave the chicken breast. Okay, we're going to go over here and start frying our chicken. I don't know why I didn't put that. I keep finding little thyme leaves. I don't know why I didn't start this, because now we got to wait for it to get hot. So after this steamed for some time, I'm going to let it simmer with the lid open. And I'm going to let it simmer a little more, because I'm trying to cook those thighs and those legs. I'm going to just use this. I do not feel like bending down. Let me clean this off. Put some paper towel. And we gotta get the chicken floured. I'm running out of flour. Guess I'll just pour it. Yeah. Okay. It's enough to fry our chicken, thank God. So can you see? Wait, let me see. There's the chicken, okay. Just dip it in. If you like a lot, put a lot, shake it off. I always try to give alternatives because everybody cooks differently. And you got to keep that in mind. I know my mom, she used to put this in a paper bag and shake it up. But I do have paper bags because I get them from the supermarket. But I don't even feel like getting down to get one. I can't wait, to be honest. Oh, let me turn my food down. Turn my food down. And I'm letting it simmer. To be honest, I can't wait till I'm done. I'm feeling, like I said, a bit famished. I need to eat, that's what it is. I need to eat some. I did drink some water when I went to get that smoke detector down. So that'll get me through this tutorial, and then I don't have to do anything else for the rest of the day if I don't want. But I already know I'm gonna try and get in that garden and start planting some of that stuff in the ground. I don't know if I'm gonna have any energy. I knew I wasn't feeling good today. That's why I decided to do a cooking tutorial. So I can just eat and relax and build my strength, and then I'll be a little fresher tomorrow. Yeah. I wasn't feeling good all through the night. That's when I wish I had a husband. Well, let me be careful what I wish for. Because a husband, even if you're sick, you know what he wants to do. And you can't even rest when you have a husband in the house. So. I told that story before when I used to go to work before I had my surgeries. And my coworker would be looking so tired and worn out early in the morning. We used to have to be to work like 5 in the morning. And I'd be refreshed, ready to go. They used to look worn out. They used to be like their husbands and their boyfriends used to be banging them to death. I was like, oh no. He was worn out early in the morning. I felt so sorry for them. That was hilarious. That was hilarious. I think this pot is hot too. Let's zoom in here. Okay. See, my phone stopped filming. That was weird. So I have that delicious, here's the mushrooms and the peppers. It's just delicious. I can't wait to eat. Yeah. I'm going to wait till this, let me grab a piece of this chicken. I'm going to cook those later because I need to eat something and sit down. I'm feeling, it's getting worse. I don't want to pass out. You know, sometimes when you feel like this, you have to be careful when you get in your late 50s. You got to be careful because you can pass out. So as you can see, working with the Cornish hen is so easy. Had I had a big chicken, it would have been harder to cut, harder to cook, everything, you know. So that's why I decided to grab these Cornish hens. Yeah, I've been struggling in the kitchen. Okay, these look done. You know, I think I'm going to go ahead and put the other pieces on. And I can just sit at the table and eat. And, yeah, because I don't want to turn the fire down and come back. I just want to get it over with. So I might as well just go ahead and put those in. I'm going to turn the fire down some, because I don't want to burn it. Okay. And I'll get one little piece of that chicken. Put it here so it don't get uncrispy. But that's the meal. Hope you enjoyed it. Bon appetit. Wait, you know, let me turn the camera around so you. So I hope you enjoyed. My lipstick got all mushy. I hope you enjoyed this video. And God bless you guys. I love you so much. I hope you stay to the end. And I can't wait till you cook this meal. And I know it's going to be delicious. Let me turn around and show you. That looks delicious, doesn't it? Like a restaurant. Yes, I'm cooking restaurant food. Oh, yes, it's delicious. And that chicken looks amazing. Yes, it is. Oh, I can't wait to eat. Can't wait to eat. You can even cut up some fresh tomatoes and cucumbers and have that on the side. Or, you know, just eat like that. You can even throw in a couple of olives. Get creative. That chicken and mushrooms is to die for. See, I got one piece of chicken and one piece of chicken breast and that one wing, and I got all these veggies, and then there's some big slices there. I'm not going to even eat all that rice, but can't wait to dive in. I'm going to add a little bit more sauce. I didn't want to put the sauce in the rice fell. Okay, God bless. Oh no, I need to turn this. This stuff cooks up fast. Okay, I'll see you next time. And that's the rest. I have enough for guests. It'll come out beautiful. Like I said, if you want to do the chicken Alfredo, or they have mushroom Alfredo too. That would be perfect for this dish. That mushroom Alfredo, and you can put it in there and get extra mushrooms. You will put it in now because you don't have to cook that sauce. It's already prepared. Yeah. Okay. God bless. Bon appetit.